Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna get super cozy and we're just gonna go ahead and relax, and we are just gonna go ahead and do our makeup on camera. So today we are going to be doing our November favorites. That's insane. Because you guys really enjoyed watching the try on, like kind of like doing a tutorial using all my favorites of the month and do just that for you guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with the first favorite that goes on the skin first, and that is my Estee Lauder Double Wear Day Wear Matte Moisturizer. This stuff is amazing. It comes in this very luxurious packaging. You get a very gel-like consistency. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a little bit of it on the back of my finger and start applying it onto my skin. And I think my skin really needs this because it's been a long day and I just wanna pack this on, and I also wanted to make sure that my makeup stays on very nicely and that it lasts all day long. I've been talking about this moisturizer like in every video that I've done since my last favorites video, and I think that's because that's when I discovered at the very beginning of November. I'm gonna go ahead and share with you guys my favorite foundation at the moment, and actually it's two of them. So I've been mixing my LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation with my Jouer Cosmetics High Coverage Cream Foundation, and the reason I actually started mixing them is because I feel like the Jouer one is getting a little too dark for me because it's more of like a summer shade, and then the LA Color ones is more of a lighter shade. So I literally just mix both of them together and it creates the perfect match for me. I feel like it just looks super good on the skin and very long wearing, and I feel like those two just make my skin look so beautiful. So I've just been doing that as of lately. You can see how quickly it just evens out my complexion and covers everything. And I will say that there will be some steps of my face routine where I do skip, like my eyebrows and primer, like I mentioned, because I still am loving the Fenty Beauty primer. It's not that I don't like it anymore, I still love it, but I already mentioned this, so I don't want to mention it again. But I have also sometimes been using the moisturizer that I love this month to kind of make sure that everything stays in place, and it can also be used as a primer. So if you see me not mentioning certain items this month while I'm doing my face, it's because I've already mentioned them or I still am obsessing over the same product. So now I'm gonna go ahead and just go in with my eyes. I'm actually gonna go ahead and set it with my powder. This is nothing new, this is my Airspun powder, and we're just going to go in there and in here and really set. And then we're going to be going in with the palette of the month of November. So the palette that I've been obsessed with this month has been my Tartelette Toasted palette by Tarte. And you can see this beauty right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and just create a basic look. It's not gonna be anything too intense because I don't wanna do anything too crazy right now. I've been really into like matte makeup during this month, which is insane because usually I like my shimmer. Maybe it's because I did a lot of like out there makeup for October, but for November I really kept it more on the matte side. Something else that I want to mention is my Color Switch by Sephora. This stuff is amazing. So it literally just cleans your brushes without you having to do that deep cleaning, especially when you just quickly need to do an eye but you have some leftover shadow from the previous look you did. I feel like this stuff is awesome to play with. I have mentioned this in favorite videos like a few months back, but I wanted to mention it again because I was using it and I didn't want you guys to be like, oh, what is she using it? Why isn't she talking about it? So I really quickly wanted to mention that. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and start with the color Latte right here. And I'm just going to be putting this on my crease. You can see how pigmented. I love Tarte shadows. They are so beautiful. The only thing with Tarte though is that I, for some reason, have bad reactions to their like skincare products. So I can never really get with their skincare. As much as I try, it just doesn't work for me. It really breaks me out. So I literally it upsets me because their stuff is really cool and I feel like a lot of people like it. But for me, it just does not work. Like as much as I want it to work, it's like, no. And then I'm gonna go in with this warm shade right here. And we're gonna start to build it up. So much of doing your eyeshadow makeup is really, really blending everything out. So you just want to make sure that you're constantly blending and blending and blending. And because my crease folds are like non-existent, I really like to take the shadow up higher than some people would because I need to kind of create the illusion of the crease fold. And just blend as much as possible. I also really like the smell of this palette. It smells like I don't know, like chocolatey. Okay, and then I'm gonna take these two shades right here, just those two, and we're just gonna go ahead and place that all over our crease. And notice I'm not going in with my MAC Painterly paint pot to carve it out. I feel like sometimes I just kind of want to roughly sketch it and it'll be good to go. Especially because these shadows are so pigmented that I feel like you can create the illusion of a really carved out eye, and you don't necessarily always need to use the MAC Painterly paint pot. And I like to make it a little bit higher just because my eye, when it folds, I don't want it to fold the shadow. I want the shadow to still make my eyelid look like it has a lot of room and a lot of space. So there is fallout when you press onto the shadow with your brush. So you do want to be careful that you're not too harsh with it so that you don't end up like messing up the shadow or like it breaking apart on you. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit more of that orangey shade onto the crease. It's interesting because lately I've been doing this technique where first I'll do my foundation, of course, then I'll go ahead and do my eyeshadow, and then after that I'll do my concealer. Some people like to do their concealer after they do their foundation, but for me I like to do it after I do my eyeshadow because then I can go and clean up these edges so they look nice and defined, so that when I do the wing liner I can just follow along that line. So that's why it looks like this. But this is literally the type of look that I did a lot during the month of November, like orangey and then like a light shade on my lid, just because I feel like it was kind of like doing the most but not doing the most. Okay, so the concealer that we're gonna be using today is the Infallible Pro Glow by L'Oreal. This stuff is really good. And we're just going to apply it to our under eyes and just blend it out. The reason I like it so much is because it's very, very lightweight. So when you're wearing a thick consistency foundation, you definitely want something that's gonna be lighter and not something that's gonna be equally as thick as a foundation, because then you can come across problems where the foundation is like clinging onto your concealer or where it starts to look like you're wearing a lot of product underneath your eyes. Right here, where I tend to get a lot of those like under eye lines in this area, if you want to prevent that, it's always better to use a lighter consistency concealer where you're able to really kind of minimize those creasing. I crease like crazy, so I like anything that's going to help me not crease. And then I just go in with the typical powder that I like to use, my Airspun powder. And I just kind of apply some powder right down below there. But I've really been loving this Infallible Pro Glow. I know I'm kind of late because I feel like people were really talking about this during the summer, but it really reminds me of the Urban Decay concealer. I forgot what it was called. Everybody was obsessed with it before the Tarte Shape Tape, but that's what it reminds me of consistency wise. Like very creamy, lightweight, but still covers everything it needs to cover. And then just to kind of bring some light to my face, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply the midsection of my face like this. And then just start to blend this out. Oh my God, my hair. It's like looking all sorts of rough. It's crazy because when you guys last saw me, my hair was like on fleek mode, but I actually need to put some purple shampoo to get rid of this yellow up here, which I'm going to do tonight. But anyways, so what we're gonna go ahead and do right now is we're gonna go ahead and use our Juvia's Place black eyeliner. Do you guys see how black this liner is? Like, it is so good. Their liner, yes please. Usually it takes me a few coats with my Maybelline to get this like really black sharp line. But like with this Juvia's Place one, black sharp line is there like with the first try. Yes, wing on fleek. Okay, so for lashes, we are going to be using Lilly lashes in the style Miami. Now, I've had these for a while now, but I literally am so in love with these lashes because they have so much texture in them where they're so fluffy that they make them look so real. Like, they literally look like they are your real lashes. And they're super comfortable to wear. So if you have a chance to check these lashes out, I would totally recommend so. I'm gonna go ahead and stick these on here. I actually already put in my mascara, so don't worry, that is taken care of. Love these lashes. Like, they just look so fluffy and so like realistic that it gives me like so much life. Especially when I'm doing a look that's a little bit more muted, I really like to wear these because I feel like sometimes when you have like less eyeshadow and it's just a simple look, you can get away with wearing fuller lashes, as opposed to when you're doing like a very dramatic look and you have very dramatic lashes, it can be a little bit much. I find myself gearing more towards these when I do like a matte look, or when I'm doing like shimmer but very just natural shimmer. That's when I lean more towards these, not when I'm doing something so dramatic. So my lashes are on. I went ahead and just popped on this lash, and then I went ahead and used some mascara to really add volume to my lower lashes. As you can see, I used the same old Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. This stuff is so amazing. L'Oreal is like killing the game with their products. Like, it's so good. So now for blush, I actually have a new one. Well, it's not a new one to me, but it's a new one to you guys for our favorites. But I've really been enjoying the blush in this Maybelline Masters Contour palette in the shade 20 Medium to Deep. It is so gorgeous, and I like it because it has a nice shimmer in there. It reminds me a lot of Orgasm by NARS, and it's so nice and so much cheaper than that shade. So that's what I'm going to be using for my cheeks. And I feel like it adds kind of like an instant little shimmer and luminosity to the cheek, so you don't have to do too much of that whole highlighting situation. And then we're gonna go back to our Tartelette palette, and we're gonna go ahead and take this shade right here. Where is it? My little brush. And we are just going to pop that up here. We don't want to do a shimmery shade because we do want to keep this look nice and matte. And then for my highlight, I have something new. I'm going to be sharing with you guys the High Beam by Benefit. I picked up a little small one because I wanted something else. I wanted to try something new, like highlighter wise, and I really just like that it gives me a soft shimmer, and I like that it's like a liquid consistency, so it's nothing too like powdery, and it doesn't really enhance my texture too much. I've been gearing away from shimmer for some reason, so I've just been doing as little shimmer as possible. And as you can see, it doesn't really like add too much of a glow, but it gives me something where it still gives me like a natural, almost like it's from within radiance. For lips, we're going to be using this color Smoked Almond by MAC Lip Tensity, and we're just going to apply it on our lips. As you can see, it's very similar to my lip color, which is why I like it. And then I kind of just go like that. Just a little bit. It feels very like chapsticky consistency, which I really like because it's not like I'm wearing like a full-blown lipstick. It feels very, very comfortable on my lips. And then I go in with my favorite lip topper at the moment, which is by Jouer. It is in the color Tan Lines. It's such a gorgeous bronzy color, and I literally put that all over. And you don't have to use it with the lipstick. You can use it by itself and it still looks so, so beautiful. So this is my completed look using my November favorites. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching this. Oh, and now I want to know what your favorites were for the month of November, whether it's makeup, beauty, skincare, food, just about anything that you guys want to share with me. I would love to know more about your products. So let's go ahead and start a conversation down below in the comment section. And that being said, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. I also have a giveaway going on right now, which is going to be linked up here if you guys want to enter that, because I know you wouldn't want to miss a fun giveaway for the world. And if you guys did enjoy watching this video, don't forget to thumbs it up as well so I can continue doing these try on favorites videos every month. And that being said, I'll be seeing you guys very, very soon for a brand new video. Bye guys.